So let's talk about the last trailer that we're going to talk about here. We have a trailer for Scoob.
Scoob.
Yeah. Before we even jump into the trailer, what do you feel about Scooby Doo? What's your just immediate?
I think this is I'm not going to say like I'm looking for this movie in any way. I think the past few Scooby Doo films, like the live action Scooby Doo films that have been made, have been like very poorly done.
Yeah.
Which is why like the appetite for this might not be as strong as it should be. But like Scooby Doo is a beloved like character, right? Great story. I do like where they're going with this in terms, they're not telling like a Scooby and the gang story. They're telling like the origin story of how Scooby and Shaggy met. And let's be real, those are the only two characters that people love. I mean, there's Fred, who was cool. He was kind of a dick. Daphne was she was at that, Fred was definitely hitting that.
Daphne. Wait, I'm trying to figure out who
Daphne was the blonde one.
Daphne was the blonde.
The blonde one. Okay. Yeah, I think she had like the rich parents and shit like that.
Sure.
And then there was Velma, who was like the dorky one with the glasses.
Yeah.
Yeah. Velma had some cheeks though. She was, Velma's low key bad.
Okay. All right. So,
but Scooby and Shaggy were the only ones that we really care about. So I think this is a great place to start for this animated
challenge
movie.
even that, but let's assume
What?
that.
You don't fuck with Scooby and Shaggy?
No.
What?
So, giving the quick synopsis of the film, with hundreds of cases solved and adventures shared, Scooby and the gang face their biggest challenge, most challenging mystery ever, a plot to unleash the ghost dog Cerebus upon the world as they race to stop this global dog apocalypse. Yikes. The gang discovers that Scooby has a secret legacy and an epic destiny greater than anyone could have imagined. This is directed by Tony Cervone. I don't know. And voicing some of the characters, you have Zac Efron, Gina Rodriguez. Hope she doesn't.
Gina Rodriguez.
Hope she doesn't sing any Fugees.
Scooby, you nigga.
Bitch ass nigga. You have Amanda Seyfried and Will Forte, as well as Frank Walker. And this film's scheduled to come out May 15th of 2020. Yeah, I don't know. I've never really liked
Who's
Scooby-Doo.
voicing Scoob? Scooby-Doo, Frank Walker.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, I don't know. I've never really cared for Scooby-Doo. I just like, it was always the sign of like just the boringest day possible, right? If I was like 8 or 9 and I was catching myself watching Scooby-Doo in the middle of the afternoon, I literally had nothing else going on in my life. Nothing was happening.
Yeah, I used to fucking love Scooby-Doo.
Oh God. It would, oh God. And then like, it'd be the same thing every fucking episode. It's Mr. Wilkins.
Yeah. So Scooby-Doo
These crazy
has
kids.
an interesting backstory, right? In terms of like where the cartoon was based.
Okay.
Which as an adult, once you learn that, you're like even more interested in the show. So it was based during the Great Depression. Right. Which is why.
Oh yeah. I've heard this.
I think we talked about this, which is why like all of the, crimes that they solved, the perpetrator would ultimately be like someone who you would look at as, oh, this is a person who's well off. This is a museum art curator. This is the bank manager. This is the business owner is the one who was stealing his own property, right? And it's because during the Great Depression, a lot of people were losing a lot of money, and very prominent people lost a lot of wealth very quickly. So they had to stage their own. Like the museum art curator would report stolen art, right? And he'd blame it on a ghost, right? But he really stole the art himself.
Yeah.
Because the museum was losing a lot of money, or he lost a lot of money. So like, interesting backstory. The show was based during the Great Depression. I don't think this is going to be, I think it's a little bit heavy for kids, but the animation of the show looks great. I like that the gentleman who is voicing Scooby-Doo is someone who's voiced a character in many other animated films before. It looks good. And they're starting at the beginning, which is what a lot of the other Scooby-Doo movies haven't done. So this looks good. I might take my daughter to see this one.
Yeah, as well you should. I definitely won't be joining you.
It somewhat looks a little bit too grown up, like maybe like an older kids movie.
Huh.
But I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, it's hard for me to imagine that a Scooby Doo movie is
like
in any way, shape, or form.
Like, I mean, there are certain age groups, right? Maybe this movie is for like kids like 6 and up, right?
Actually, you know what? That's actually really interesting. That I think to me, Scooby Doo has always been about like kids. Like it's always been like sort of like catered to kids. But then you start thinking about it, like Shaggy was definitely a weed head.
Yeah. Scooby
Fred
Snacks
was
had something more than those were edibles, right? So yeah, there's a certain age group of kids that this movie is for, and it might be a little bit older than my daughter, but this does look good.
Yeah. Okay. Let's